let's crawl down the cliffside, see if we can see anything.
His hobby, now his purpose.
Adam Brown and Jeremy Sides have seen a lot in their time diving and searching for missing people.
This pair does this on their own time and they don't do it for money.
Let's just get in the water, let's go for a dive, see what's down there.
And now he can say, I am the one who is finding answers for families desperate to heal.
We're doing the job right. I think it's a really good thing that we're all doing.
So here's what we got going on today. I'm down here at the lake, just out from my house, because I got my underwater drone strapped to my back, as you can see. And it was giving me problems the other day, and I don't like it when you're out on the field and you're trying to get stuff done and stuff just breaks. It sucks, right? So I'm trying to be proactive today, and I come out here to the lake, and I'm gonna see if we can dial this thing in. Plus, we're gonna be able to do a little bit of exploring at this lake, because if you guys did not know, this is the deepest lake in all of Georgia. So who knows what could be at the bottom of this thing. I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys, I have dove in this lake numerous times, so I kind of know what's out here to a certain degree, but obviously I've never dove in the super deep spots. But what we're gonna do today is we're gonna send the drone down at the cliffside. This is where all the kids hang out. Everybody comes here. I used to come here when I was a kid, and used to swim here all the time with my girlfriend and stuff. People lose stuff here daily. I'm not even gonna lie. Last time I dove here, I found Apple Watches, cell phones. I even found some kid's high school ring. And he was pretty happy because I actually found him on Facebook and I gave it back to him. Isn't that cool? But before we do, I gotta show you guys this view. So over here is the lake, right? Oh. Now let's go over here and whoa. We are really high up, and I don't know if the camera is doing it justice or not, but man, dude, look at the view. You can see so far away. It's pretty crazy, right? Like down there, here's this whole dam thing. Man, this is massive dam. Probably gonna be doing ourselves some scuba diving at this lake later on this year when it warms up a little bit more. But for now, we're gonna have to hike down there. There's a couple girls down there tanning, so I don't want to bother them too much. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna go down here on the rocks, and I'm gonna put the drone in, and hopefully it works great, and we're gonna do ourselves a little bit of underwater exploring with the drone. I tell you what, you couldn't ask for a better day. It's like 75 degrees today, clear skies. I am so glad we are at the end of winter, because I hate working in the cold. I would rather sweat to death than freeze to death. I know you guys are with me. Damn it. I got a rock in my shoe. Ow. Got my flip-flops on for today. How crazy is it to take a little trip down memory lane? We used to come here back in the mid-90s and swam in this exact same spot, would hike down the same trail and everything. It's pretty crazy when you think about it, but maybe I'm just being goofy. I know one thing that sucks is we park up there, you can see the top of my truck. Hiking down this thing with all your scuba gear really sucks. The hike down actually isn't that bad, but the hike back up, yeah, that'll kill you. Done that a few times. There are also stories. I know you guys have heard these stories all the time, depending on where you guys live, but that there are catfish out here the size of cars. I personally have never seen one of these car-sized catfishes, but I have dove here before, and I've come across some pretty big catfish. We'll probably say 3-4 feet long. Big catfish, realistically though, right? So I don't know about these big old car catfish, because they got to be eating something, you would think, but I don't know, maybe we'll get some proof, and then we get to figure out if they do exist. I highly doubt it though. Do not get your hopes up, but you never know. All right, here's the drone I'm gonna be using today. It's the Gladius Mini S again. This is the one drone that we've been using the whole time, searching cars, looking for missing people and stuff. Today we're gonna put it in the water out here, right on this cliff side. It's about 35-40 feet deep out here, so we're gonna see what we can find at the bottom. Fish, treasures, and whatever else you think is out here. Let's find out. Don't eat breakfast until you learn about caloric bypass. Your breakfast is setting you up for the entire day to either gain weight or lose it. The term breakfast literally means break your fast that you started the night before. About 4 hours after you eat dinner, your body switches from the nutrients we get from food to the stored glycogen we have in our bodies. Once glycogen stores are depleted, typically after 8 to 12 hours of fasting, the body shifts to burning fat for energy. Fatty acids are released from fat stores where they are converted into ketone bodies through a process called ketogenesis. Then when you eat breakfast in the morning, the body starts the cycle again. This is where the caloric bypass comes into play. Dr. Gundry, a heart surgeon in California, learned that if you break your nightly fast with something called MCTs, or medium chain triglycerides, you can actually keep burning fat throughout the day and use it for energy. But there are specific types of foods that contain these MCTs. Using this breakfast breakthrough, he was able to lose 70 pounds just through diet, and he did this in his 60s. You can find out all about it and his exact method by going to thehealthyfat.com/nug with 2 G's. That's thehealthyfat.com/nug with 2 G's, or click on the link in the description below. It is important to remember that everybody's body processes fat differently, and it all depends on your unique metabolic type, which is why in the video he released for my special viewers, he talks all about it. It really is quite fascinating and might change the way you think about health. Go to thehealthyfat.com/nug with 2 G's, or click on the link in the description box below. Man, it's actually kind of warm out here. The wind is helping though. So far I only see a bunch of trash. I think I've seen a bracelet, maybe a phone or something, I'm not sure, but this is kind of difficult. But what I want to do now is I want to get the RV, or the ROV, right next to the cliff where everybody jumps, and then follow the cliff down, see if I can find anything good there. There was a couple girls here that were tanning and they left, so now I could be noisy and goofy as I want. I was trying to be really quiet because I didn't want to look like too big of a nerd, but who cares, man? You know what I'm saying? Either way, let's crawl down the cliffside, see if we can see anything. Okay, so we've done tons of searching, found all kinds of little goofy things, typical stuff you'd think would be laying around here. But you know what? I'm curious. This thing's rated to 100 meters. Let's see if we can get this thing down to 100 feet without it blowing up. I'm curious. It was gifted to us. I want to see how durable this baby is. So we're just going to start heading out into the lake, see if we can find a deep spot, see how deep we can go. I mean, I'm sure we ain't going to be able to find no 100-meter spot, but I'm sure we can get down to 80, 100 feet. Let's find out. Well, we didn't get it down to 100 feet. Not for the lack of trying, though. We got it down to 74, then I couldn't find a deeper spot. I'm sure out there in the middle of the lake we can find a deeper spot. We will try that again on the boat maybe and send it down. I don't know, send it down as far as it'll go and see what happens. But either way, thank you for hanging out with me. Good practice day on the underwater drone. Saw some things. Pretty fun stuff. We're going to be back at it again, so like and subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next video. Woo!